Shadow of the Colossus was released for the PlayStation 2 on September 22, 2005 in North America and received critical accolades on release. The game's aesthetic presentation was unprecedented, and the musical score conveyed and often intensified the mood of any given situation. It was one of the year's highest-selling titles and has received several well-deserved awards. It's been named among one of the best games of the decade, right up there with titles such as God of War 2 and Half-Life 2. So it would come as no surprise that it would be re-released as an HD remastered compilation with its spiritual, less successful brother, Ico. This was released as the Ico and Shadow of the Colossus collection almost 6 years later on September 27, 2011, on the PlayStation 3. The collection was also critically praised, and for good reasons. It's probably one of the best done remastered collections released on the system that actually makes sense to have remastered. And I'm pretty glad they did. However, with the game being on PS3 with trophy support, well, that just means they had to put in trophies, of course. Granted, they have their token trophies, such as earning one for defeating each of the 16 Colossi, as well as beating the game on both normal and hard. And then there are the collectible trophies, such as eating every single fruit and killing every glowing-tailed lizard in a single run, which may prove to be problematic to some people. But then there are the more strange ones, where you need to perform all stunts on aggro and beat time attack mode on both difficulties to acquire different weapons. And interestingly enough, despite the sparsity of the land, there are additional animals you can interact with. One of the trophies is to hang glide on an eagle for 30 seconds, and it might seem tricky at first, but if you go to quadrant D5 near the save shrine, it's actually pretty easy to find an eagle to do so. Make sure you have enough stamina to do this, otherwise you'll fall off, but aside from that, it's pretty straightforward. Just leap and bound onto the little buddy. And again, another trophy has you holding on to a fish underwater, which is random, I guess? A good place to do this would be quadrant G6, where there's a small lake near the catacombs where you fight the 8th Colossus. And basically it's the same as before. Trophies for this game aren't particularly difficult or unique, but if you're good enough to get platinum on it, well, you have my respect, because it's not an easy thing to do by any means. Good luck with Gaius. That's all I have to say. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to March 16th, 2014 for another episode of Shadow of the Colossus. Last time we took on the electric eel Hydrus, and in this part, well, to be brutally honest, I have to say this Colossus is a bit of a joke, really. We're playing on hard here, and there isn't any real need to bring out any big shots, so we're just going to equip probably just our lovely fruit tree map and be on our merry way, if my triangle button would actually work, thank you. Now, because this particular Colossus is probably the weakest excuse for a creature in this entire game, I guess it's a good thing that it's pretty far away, and to find him we need to pass through some of the most beautiful areas in this entire game just to get to his arena, and it's not even difficult to find. But I enjoy this journey and finding him much more than I do the others, so if there's any saving grace to this encounter, it is that. So my name is Ellison Cruz, and welcome to what I would consider the halfway point of Shadow of the Colossus. We've seen a lot of what needs to be seen, and done a lot of what needs to be done, especially with all of these extra introductions and whatnot, and to be honest, I'm kind of sad we're at this milestone. I mean, I've been on a practicing spree for this game, and I feel like I can finish it, like, even just this month. It's weird how much this game means to me, and I'm sorry if it feels like this dribble is continuing from the last part, but I truly do love this game, and, you know, even with Colossi like the one coming up, I feel butterflies and hurricanes in my stomach just thinking about it. But I digress. Let's talk a little bit about this beast a little bit, since this fight is going to go by really fast. The fellow's name is Kuromori, which in Japanese roughly translate to black gecko, which is appropriate considering he is in fact a black gecko. But I guess Mori also means forest, so it could alternatively be that. I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know. He's the third smallest Colossi in the game, and the first will actually fire unique projectiles at us. On normal time attack, you have 8 minutes, and on hard, you have 7.5, so it's not much different there, especially with the similarities in weak points there. Plus the fact I'm souped up, like, to hell and back, so that would contribute to that. But over here, okay, so look at this, man. Just check this out. You can't see a wonder like this in any game in 2005 and just have it strike that much of an impact as it does here. It's beautiful. This area is literally killing me. I mean, just the way, like, we're in this cavern and the light is just refracting, and we're in this small enclosed cavern, I can almost smell just like the moss and the damp walls and the soft mist of the waterfall in my face. But on top of that, we just have, it's beautiful. I can literally feel it. I don't know if it's just because I'm tired right now or that I really enjoy this game, but I mean, look at this place, man. There are very few games that could do this, even today. Like, people would say, oh, bloom lighting, oh, HD, oh, 60 frames per second, that's amazing. Oh, man, could give myself an X-bone at this point. But no, you have this, and I would take this over anything that the Xbox One or PlayStation 4 or Wii U could muster. Because there's nothing like this anywhere else. This came from somebody's imagination, and it's perfect. I mean, it's uninhabited by mankind. And it's just unbelievable that someone could just make this up and not have it be based on any one thing. Ah, and the trees are so breathtaking. I don't even know what there is to do about this. I mean, could you imagine being somewhere like this in real life and just wandering upon this place, no pun intended, and just, you know, Sans, you know, just like walking in on some crazy Aztec people doing their rituals and stuff. I don't know. I mean, just look at this place. It's completely untouched by civilization. And then we've got this, like, I don't know if there were supposed to be bridges here or anything, but we've got this tomb here. Like, I don't even know what this is called. I was going to look it up, and I completely forgot. But we've got, like, this tomb thing here. And, it's the same sort of mystery beauty encapsulates the inside. And like I said, you know, it takes virtually no effort to find this place, but the fact that it's mandatory to go through the places we did makes it well worth the effort. It's amazing I was able to get out of there without just staring at it for hours, but look at this. I mean, you can't see anything like this in real life. I mean, there are things that come close, and there's things that are different. Like, I know there are places that are similar and just, you know, like this, but the fact that this is unique to this game, I think, is the biggest draw. And I love it, but there we go. That jump is kind of annoying. Alright, so it's, like I said, it's not difficult at all to go through this point, and I guess it's kind of fitting that for one of the easiest Colossi in this entire game, that it would be easy to get to him, but I don't know. We're basically there. Kuromori is ready to go down. So this might be a bit of a short bit. I'm not sure what the intro is going to be like, but with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to our little champion, Kuromori. Alright, so we're gonna work fast here. Go ahead and whistle to get his attention to this floor and book it down here as fast as we can. The idea is to get him higher up on the structure so that when he goes up there, we can go ahead and shoot off both of his legs. And once he gets up there, he'll realize he was duped. And now you can actually jump off with him, and he'll break your fall, surprisingly. Let's hope it... Okay, there it is. Well, he kind of hit us there, but that got us there very fast. And the higher up he is, when he falls, he's going to stay down longer. He's got 2 weak points, both right next to each other on both difficulties. And so now he's pretty much done for the rest of the fight, even if you're playing on, you know, with lower stamina. So we're going to go ahead and... Whoops, not miss. And go ahead and do a couple of charged up shots. I'm sorry to Kuromori. This is not your day, but I guess it's time for good night. Oh, that's depressing. I think that's the game's quickest death animation, actually. But we can't run. We can't run back up. Oh. ladies and gentlemen, that was the 8th Colossus, Kuromori, and, well, it's a little depressing to say that we put him in his grave a little too soon, but it had to be done. In the next part, we'll disturb the sleeping giant in the dried-up lakebed Basaran, as the mysterious voice said. Hope you enjoyed this part, and, well, I'll see you guys in the next one.